Today, I'm going to be testing sports gadgets from the USA and China to see which is better by testing 5 different sports. We will have a different expert for each sport to represent Team China, and I am going to be representing Team USA. To test basketball products, I had to bring on my man CY, who is your favorite hooper's favorite hooper.
We're gonna be testing jerseys, sneakers, and basketballs. So I have an American Michael Jordan throwback all-star jersey.
And I have a China throwback John Morant Memphis Grizzlies jersey.
There is a ton of weight in this jersey, but let's switch. This one is lightweight.
I would rather hoop in that one than this heavy, thick jersey.
The numbers are nice. The numbers have nice stitching for China.
The American stitching looks really, really good on it. I could like the bold lettering on it. The China one's not that far off.
Yeah, so the big difference in the stitching, it's hard to see, is double stitch. We got stitching on the white and the black. For Team China, there's only stitching on the whole thing and the rest is screen printed. So let's try on our jerseys.
This feels amazing. It doesn't even feel like I'm wearing a jersey.
This one feels a little stiff, I'm not gonna lie.
Ooh, this thing is flexible. There is no weight to it. It's pretty stretchy, really comfortable.
Yeah, on this one, you can definitely feel the stitching when you're walking around. The collar and the shoulder collar both feel pretty stiff. I feel it. Obviously, this one looks really nice. The colors are great. An average American throwback jersey like this costs $120.
Mine costs $16. This thing is nice for $16.
The one thing though I will say, even though China seems like it's on top right now, is the quality is showing when you wear it out. If you're gonna wear it, you know, just to play, I don't think it matters, but I can totally see through it right now. While this jersey, it's also mesh, you can't really see through it at all. So we're gonna be judging these on quality, the feel, and what is more worth it at its price. I feel like for quality, no brainer, America takes the bing. Now, feel, mine's a little stiff, which for if you're going out, doesn't matter. If you're hooping,
Big thumbs down.
Personally, I wouldn't want a jersey you could see through, but it is only $16. This is almost 9 times the price. I feel like if it was like 60 versus 120, I'd lean America, but 16 is such a crazy difference in price. I gotta go with Team China on that one.
The countries will get points based on us deciding which product is better for its price point. If Team China wins the video, I will be letting CY take care of all of my socials for 24 hours.
Next up are sneakers. Now I got the Devin Bookers. These are $140.
And I got the China brand shoes. These are only $35.
See why those things look like they're straight from an anime.
Hopefully I don't bust my ankle in these.
I love how the bottom of the shoe is just flames going up and down the sneaker.
I didn't even look at the flames.
I mean, I got the Devin Bookers. These are really just, they got a lot of cushion. They look really clean. They almost look like hooping Air Forces. All right, let's try them on. So these shoes, I didn't believe were hooping shoes, but that is literally what they're labeled on Temu. They are just labeled. Oh, these are not. Oh my God.
These are not hooping shoes at all. Look how easily it comes off.
That's from you and it just comes right off.
You should not be able to take off skid marks with your fingers.
You shouldn't be leaving skid marks just by putting on your shoes. See, wait, I don't even know what to say about your sneakers, dude.
The cushion is like really thick, so like I'm able to sink into it, but I don't like how it feels when I walk. Like my foot feels uneven because of the bottom. Oh yeah, no, I can't open these, no, not at all. These are like not even running shoes.
So one of the things we were gonna test sneakers on was their traction. Now, I feel like you've already lost.
100%.
Give us a cut.
Are you sure?
Yeah, one cut.
Dude, look!
He's just leaving ink all over the court. Can you do a jump in those?
Oh,
It doesn't feel good?
I felt like I landed more on one side and then like my foot evened out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, those are incredibly dangerous to play in. Let's go back to the court. So for sneakers, if it's worth it at its price, the Devin Bookers kind of win by default here. Those are too dangerous to play in.
I would spend $300 on those before I buy these.
Yeah, I think that speaks for itself. So USA wins on traction, we win on price point. I ain't gonna lie, I still think the Bookers are better.
Bookers for sure. These are too much.
Those look like something an edgy 10-year-old would think are cool. Sorry to the edgy 10-year-olds. Yeah, get these are gone. And they scuffed the court when we threw it. And finally, we got basketballs. For Team America, I got the $60 Wilson Evolution.
And for China, I got the $7 basketball.
This China ball, for $7, it's a steal. I mean, the only thing that's weird about it is look at the way the laces converge. It's all in the middle like that on both sides, but the actual feel of the ball,
Feels like an indoor basketball.
it feels really good. It feels a little more soft, I would say, but not overly puffy. I'm sure everyone's tried an overly puffy basketball where there's almost too much grip. It doesn't really feel good. This is like a perfect amount, and honestly, I feel like I could go indoor or outdoor with that thing. The spin is sick.
Yeah, the spin looks. I give it up. Ready? Thumbs up.
Now the Wilson Evo, you all know the Wilson Evo. I also give it a thumbs up.
That is the holy grail of basketballs.
Yeah, it feels good. Just the right amount of puffiness, perfect amount of grip. But let me see with the handle. Oh, I kind of like that.
Oh, this feels great. It like sticks to your hand.
It does stick to your hand.
Oh yeah, this thing's solid.
So for $60 versus $7, almost a 10 times price point difference. I gotta go with Team China, man. I feel like China killed it on the ball. China with a big W there, so China is picking up 2 points from the basketball round. I'm only picking up 1 point.
To help us test soccer products, I'm bringing on Shuka Aru, who played for the LA Force MLS team. We are going to be starting with jerseys. I have a $130 MLS Lionel Messi jersey.
And I've got a $16 Portugal international team jersey.
I might have got ripped off, man. This was like almost 10 times the price.
Yeah, you know, it seems kind of official, you know what I mean?
No, it is very official. I don't know what Portugal's national team jersey looks like, but from afar, I feel like that also looks kind of official. Maybe a little small though.
This doesn't look like any national team jersey I've seen.
Oh no. I probably should have educated myself on what it's supposed to look like beforehand. All right, well, we're gonna try on our jerseys before we, choose a winner here. Okay, hey, you're looking pretty official. I feel okay. This feels a little tight, I'm gonna be honest.
This looks pretty official just because like the difference in there's the mesh and like you see like the detail and like the name in the back, the font, the official MLS font.
So, but what about your jersey, man? It looks like everything is screen printed, the Portugal, the crest, no name on the back at all. There's just nothing going on this one.
Yeah, I feel like you definitely got what you paid for. I wouldn't be disappointed if I went to Ross and paid $16 for this. And I don't know, like these lower quality jerseys, they have like a certain smell to them as well.
Can I smell you?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Okay, I kind of know what you mean. There's a little bit of a little whiff of something going on that one. So we have to decide which one we think is more worth it for its price. Seems like you're leaning heavily toward the Team USA here.
Yeah, definitely. Like you can see like where they actually have the emblem sewn on there. I would feel way more comfortable just going on a night out. I could wear this with like an outfit. I'm not gonna wear this on a night out.
All right, well, I'm also gonna go with Team USA, and the main reason is because when we compared the cheap jerseys for basketball, the cheap basketball jersey actually did have some sewn on elements, whereas the cheap soccer jersey, it doesn't even have any of that. So I do feel like USA should get the point here. So I have a $20 soccer ball, and it is making it very clear. This is a European 32 style panel ball.
And I've got an $11 ball from God knows where. I couldn't tell you what league this ball is from, but it seems like it does the job.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about that ball. I feel like it has some sort of like weird cheapness to it. I almost feel like every panel on it looks like a little stiff. Like it's almost like pointy in a way.
But not only that, but it's like super lightweight. Like I feel like if I so much as touch this ball, it's gonna fly like 200 yards. Like.
All right, well, we're gonna give these balls a test. Let's just do like maybe a dribble into a shot. Yeah. Oh, no!
That wasn't bad, you know?
All right, let me see yours.
This is a guaranteed knuckleball with this ball right here. Ooh.
No, not with my left. I don't shoot with my left.
Oh man, that's what happens when you wear cleats on turf.
Dude, I don't think I've taken an actual corner kick in like 15 years. Okay. Hey, that could have been a header for sure. I'm going for the header here.
Yeah, he can go for a header, but I don't plan on giving him a chance to header this though. Oh my days, nah, that's comedy.
So what makes a good soccer ball?
For me, I want a level of like firmness. Pause. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like squishy. It doesn't hold air very well. You can tell the difference in price marginally. I can honestly say that neither one of these would be my favorite ball, but I'm 110% I'm going with this one before I go with this one.
And this ball is only $9 more. I feel like the soccer ball itself is the most important gadget you could have for a game of football. So I feel like Team USA is gonna take the point here and take the lead in the video. We have one more soccer gadget to test. We are doing goalie gloves. I got these Nike gloves, and bro, yours look like boxing mitts.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't know much about goalkeeping gloves, but I do recognize this brand as a glove that I do see like keepers I've played with like will purchase like Lotto.
Hey, so China might have some nice stuff here. It's going against Nike, which is probably our biggest sportswear company. We are gonna go quick. Me and you are each gonna be taking some PKs versus each other. We're gonna see how it feels. My Nike gloves cost $70.
And these Lotto gloves were $55.
So the price is pretty similar here. I don't know if thickness is a good thing if your hands are already sweating. We just put them on. The Nike ones feel good. Your grip seems to be a little better, but we're gonna do PKs to see how they feel in action. So he played at a professional level, so I'm just hoping I can actually test the gloves by getting my hands on the ball at least once here. You don't like my stance?
Even
Woo! All right, so I don't even know how a goalie ever stops this man. He probably is the greatest PK kicker ever. I tried to read his hips, it didn't work.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you where I'm gonna go this time, yeah?
Okay.
I'm going right there.
Dude, why am I so, all right.
Just stand there.
I am gonna stand here. I am gonna stand here. Even when I stop, if I get scored on. Dude, I haven't been able to test these gloves at all. Okay, got the stop, felt pretty good. Feel you, okay. All right, so I feel like the gloves are pretty solid. I can't hold on to the ball, but that might just be a me thing. But let's see how your gloves do.
Whoa. Fair enough, fair enough.
Oh. Hey.
Come on!
That was a nice stop. How did it feel in the gloves?
It felt pretty good. Like, I feel like without the gloves, it probably would have bent my finger. And so like with the gloves, it definitely gives you more support as far as like doing like fingertip saves like that, and that makes sense.
All right, so which one do we think is more worth it at its price point? I ain't gonna lie, I know we just took the 3-2 lead, but I actually gotta vote for Team China on this one.
Yeah, I'd say Team China would take this one as well.
It is tied 3-3 heading into the next sport. Thank you, Shuka, for helping us out. And if Team USA loses, TY gets to post something on my social media for a whole day. To help us test American football products, I brought my boy Johnny Carmack, who played running back for Kansas Wesleyan University and averaged an unreal 28 yards per catch as a senior. And now we are on to football gadgets. This is my $130 NFL American jersey.
And this is my $27 Chinese Lamar Jackson jersey.
So your jersey is missing the NFL shield.
And any Ravens logos. It's literally just Jackson 8. And the lettering is like so close together. I don't have a Ravens jersey, but I would assume it's not supposed to be this tight.
The spacing of the letters, I didn't even notice that, but it's way different.
This is obviously sewn on. You can tell out here that it's a separate piece of the jersey.
You know what though? You have stitching on the back on your letters. I don't.
True.
Also, my jersey's the wrong number. All right, well, let's try these jerseys on and see how they actually feel. Mine came on really easy. Feels good, man.
Mine's not stretchy, I'll tell you that. It is light though. Like, it just feels like you're wearing, it feels like I got like a sweatsuits jacket and cut it off at the arms.
Yeah, I feel like nowadays they say the fakes are getting better and better, but I'm gonna be honest, this one is
not good.
27 versus 130. I'm gonna be honest, I gotta vote for Team USA on this one.
Yeah, I agree. That one's nicer. Yeah, it may not be the coolest looking jersey, but it's better than this one.
Next up, we've got footballs. I have a $35 Wilson MVP American football.
And I have a $14 ball dedicated to my grandson.
So your ball kind of looks like an autograph ball, but obviously half of it is covered in a message to your grandson.
Yeah, like this is something you'd get like a commemorative ball with like a signature, or like Ravens versus Browns 2024, but it's to my grandson. I want you to believe deep in your heart that you're capable of achieving anything you put your mind to, that you will never lose. You either win or learn. Okay, LeVar Ball. Just go forth and aim for the skies. I can't promise to be here for the rest of your life, but I can promise to love you for the rest of mine.
That is so corny. All right, let's give these footballs a try. We'll start with yours.
It is a little slippery.
So I feel like we have to dock it for being a little slippery then.
It's like also the football part of it. It feels like, you know when you can tell, like when you're playing with an outside basketball and it's like that boing, boing, it's like that. There's no bladder, it's just inflated ball.
Yeah, I didn't know what was wrong with it. All right, let's try the American football.
You can already feel the not boing, boing feel of this.
Yeah, no, this one feels great.
And it's harder, so it's nice.
Yeah.
feel like it's not too sticky though.
No, it's not too sticky, but it does feel way better than that ball.
Yeah. So we're gonna give a little bit of a durability test. Let's, give it a punt. Let's try not to hit the picnickers.
Okay, let's try not to. Let's try not to hit them.
We'll punt this way and see how the balls, handle it, especially if yours does not have a ball bladder.
That sounded nice. Sounded nice and full. Now let's see how Gramps goes. Well, that boomed off my foot. I didn't even kick it that hard. But it's also like that same thing of like the outdoor basketball. When you bounce it, it goes so high. So maybe that's what it is.
In your opinion, what's the number one thing that makes a good football versus a bad football?
I would say the feel of it in your hands, like how I immediately knew like that one, like this is like an outdoor basketball feel. That's not what you're looking for. You want a little bit of weight. You want that like surface feel where it's not as slippery like that one. That's why they put those little grip points and dots on the ball, so they are grippier. So this one out of 10, this is probably like a 3, but it did, like, if you are like just trying to punt the ball as far as you can, this like flew off my foot.
One thing that really sticks out about this ball is it feels like you can really like push it in. Yeah.
Like, that's not great.
All right, so even factoring in price, I still got to vote for USA here.
Oh yeah, it's not even close. USA definitely wins. I wouldn't even, you can get 2 of these for the price of that and I still wouldn't do it.
All right, well, we got to test receiver gloves now.
Let's do it.
So I have $50 American football gloves.
And I have $17 Chinese football gloves.
Now, the craziest thing about Johnny's gloves we found out while he was putting them on, the back of them feels like microfiber.
That's not how football or sports gloves in general should feel. It's like you can see like that ruffling. And then this is like mesh. You can clearly tell there's another fabric underneath the mesh, so it's not really mesh.
I mean, mine is just a nice mesh that feels really good. There's a lot of breathability, tons of holes and a liner inside of that. But the sticky part of both gloves feels pretty even.
Yeah, I mean, you could hear the tackiness. They are stiff in the fingertips, as you can see, like it's like boxy. I mean, we'll see how it fares after two catches.
All right, let's see how these gloves feel, man.
Oh, they're so sticky though. I'm not even gripping the football.
Whoa.
They're very sticky.
Okay, these are pretty good too. I think yours are definitely stickier though.
Hard to release the ball. These are so sticky.
All right, so let's try to give you like 15 catches here and see if the tack wears off.
The fingers are a little bit less sticky. You can see right here, like there's a little bit of ridging, and that's the tack wearing off.
Oh, I see that.
There's like some bumps and abrasions right there. You can see it even more so.
So I just put on the Team China gloves, and one interesting observation, the gloves both feel too big for me at times, like they just scrunch up and have a lot of extra, but they're also too tight on my thumbs. They both feel too big and too small at the same time. I don't know, did you feel that?
No, those are too small for me.
Dude, yeah, I feel like I can catch way better with the Team China gloves, but I am worried about blocking with them. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually gonna vote for Team China on this one.
I can feel right now, there's already like some wear on these gloves right now. I think those are way stickier than these. Yeah, I mean, the cheaper the gloves, you go through more than one pair of gloves in a season anyways. I think those probably win, honestly. Those win for sure.
All right, so that's a point for Team China. Now Team USA is up 5-4. I am holding on, but if I lose, CY is gonna get to take control of my social media for a day, so I gotta stay locked in.
To test out baseball gadgets, we have Leo Rockman from the ETS and Disarm YouTube channels. He played college baseball at Oberlin College.
Yes, sir. How we doing?
We're doing good. Are you ready to represent Team China?
Oh, I'm ready.
You guys are down a point right now.
Down a point. Okay, we're gonna get this back here, so trust it. Team China.
All right, well, we are starting off with jerseys as we are for every sport, and I have the $130 MLB jersey. That is the City Connect jersey for the Dodgers.
And I have my China Team Churros Kenny Powers jersey right here. Very cheap one, but it's gonna hold it down.
How much does that cost?
This is 16. We have a 9-time cost difference, but I mean, look at these two.
Yeah, you have nice stitching on the team. Like, this actually looks pretty legit.
This feels thin. It honestly feels cheaper than this. I mean, feel this.
Oh, he's not lying.
Like,
He's not lying.
I think we have a win here already, but.
Well, we gotta try it on though. We gotta try it on, because it's heavier, but it might not be as flexible. Let's see the flexibility. Like, how's it like swinging a bat in that?
Oh, I mean, that feels good.
Yeah.
You kind of want to have this like balance between flexibility and little tightness on the arms because you don't want to be flying all over the place. I think this might have the win here.
Okay, I mean, I feel pretty good too, but I guess to your point, yours is 1/9 of the cost.
Yes.
I do feel like Team China is gonna have to take the W on this one. I don't really have an argument. Like, compared to the fake football jerseys and the fake basketball jerseys, that looks way more legit. All right, we're gonna go on to baseball bats, and this is the Marucci Cat X Miami Vice bat. It is $150.
And this is the Temu bat. It is $10 from China.
Your bat is looking very small.
And I know exactly how this bat's gonna go because we've swung these before and it's gonna bend. I mean, like, I could bend it right now, I think.
You want to pitch?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so we were gonna do a durability test, so I think if his bat can stand the test of time, that's a good sign. But size-wise, I mean, I don't know, like the bat is arguably the second most fundamental part of the sport. I guess it's tied with the ball in baseball.
I guess, so we have the glove, the ball, the bat, all three kind of essential parts of baseball. You would not really be seen swinging something like this unless you were in T-ball, and I don't even think anyone would either way. This is more of like one of those wiffle ball, you know, kind of commemorative pieces maybe for a kid in China, perhaps. Let's take some hacks. That's what we like to call them.
We are gonna see if this Temu bat can hold up. Hopefully I can throw a good pitch.
Let's go. Oh!
That did not feel good. I think I see a dent.
It actually hurt, and you see right here, we have a dent, something I knew would happen in this bat. I mean, like, we just leveled that bat. I mean, no bat should be able to do this. You will see in our US bat that this will not happen.
I feel like I should do one test hit with the US bat to confirm.
Yeah, I think you need one.
Oh, let's go. Okay, that was definitely gonna get caught and I was gonna get out, but my bat is fully intact. All right, so I think easy choice here.
I'll take the loss.
The USA is back on top by 1 point, but now we're reviewing baseballs, and I actually think you have a really good chance here.
I think so too.
For baseballs, I have the official $20 MLB baseball.
And I have my $14 China baseball. It actually lights up.
You were telling me before we started recording that the seams on this are super tight, and that's what makes this like a very good baseball. The seams on this are hilarious.
I mean, they're kind of popping out a little bit too wide. Not exactly what you're looking for if you are a pitcher or really just any baseball player. I mean, here you have perfect leather, you have very nice seams. This is like everything you want in a baseball.
I think before we whack at these baseballs and throw these baseballs, we should see how the light up function is. It's so bright out, we're gonna move to the shade real quick.
Let's do it. As you guys can see, this ball is illuminating. It's kind of tight. I mean, it changes color. It might be helpful in the dark if you were playing baseball in the dark.
I'm a pretty basic baseball fan, so I feel like I'm actually very impressed by the colors. You gotta show them the other colors, man.
Let's see what we can get here. Oh, red.
Red shows hella nice.
I mean, like, as a baseball fan,
Green, the blue, I like the blue.
I like the colors. I will say, to me, it's a little tacky, but the quality, I mean, like, let me feel these two together. They don't feel that different. Feel these.
Yeah, these are pretty close in quality to me. Well, there's a smoothness on the official one, and this one is a little bit more like, it almost feels like smooth leather versus suede leather. Leo, are you ready? I want you to try to destroy it.
Let's do this.
That was a great hit. That was pretty direct on.
But I saw something here. Okay, I did see this. Like, the seams are already picking up on the button for the color change. I think a couple more hits. I mean, this is one hit and it's, you know, we see some seam damage. You know, it's all right, it did okay, but you hit this 20 times, it's gonna break.
Do you want to hit it 15 more times?
Yeah, let's hit it a couple more times. Maybe try hitting the American ball and see what the damage is there. I'm not gonna make excuses, but I think the ball doesn't travel that far. You know, I'm not the best hitter, of course, but that ball would go farther on an American baseball.
Wow. Yeah, the light stopped working. I'm bummed out though.
You can see this ball has taken some damage. We have the color battery, I think is what it is, coming out. We have a ton of green marks from the grass. It just kind of feels like it absorbs the ball.
This ball still looks pretty pristine. This ball was used before we started using it today, and the grass minimal. I was rooting for the light up ball, but it stopped lighting up, so now I'm Team USA, baby, once again. I'm voting for USA here.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to vote for USA myself. We took the loss. I'll take it.
We have 4 categories for baseball because we can't forget the gloves. It's super important. This is a $300 Rawlings baseball glove.
And then we have my $15 China glove. I mean, this thing is a steal.
Yeah, that is 20 times less than my glove. This might be the biggest price disparity we've had in this entire video.
And of course, you can see right here, made in China.
Yeah, so what are your initial thoughts on your glove?
It looks like a normal glove. It feels all right. My hand's in here. It looks like I can play the part, but kind of get going with the glove here. Feels flimsy. It feels like you don't have this protection that you might have with a Rawlings glove. You know, if you're just doing your average fun with the guys out in the park, it could work for one day. But if you're gonna play competitively, you might break a finger.
That's tough though, because the price difference is so big that it might be worth a broken finger.
It might be, it might be.
Well, my question though is, if you were playing with your boys, you would need this glove.
Yes, if I showed up with this, I would get clowned. Baseball is like very much so, it's an expensive sport, but just like any other sport, you want to look the part as much as you play it, so.
But if I showed up with that glove and I was playing with my casual friends, would it pass the test?
I think it could. I think it could pass the test. So, I mean, there's only one way to find out. Let's have a little catch.
I'll take it. See, the thing I'm having struggle with the $300 glove is it's very stiff. It's so strong that maybe I have weak fingers. I'm having a hard time clamping all the way. I always manage to hit it on my palm though. I'm so not used to like, there we go. That was my first good catch. Oh, let's go. I'm getting the hang of it. Let me, I gotta test out the other glove now and see what I think. All right, initial feel, this one's way more comfy, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, man. I kind of like this one.
You do?
Dude, I don't know. Obviously, I'm a newbie.
I think this might be your glove.
I kind of like the $15 glove better.
I mean, that's a big problem about baseball. You have to have a nice glove like this. You really want to break it in your own way. It costs so much, so it's kind of a problem. Just like in basketball, you can get a basketball and some shoes and play, but you have to get something like this. I'm gonna have to say China wins.
I'm gonna have to give China the point on that as well, which means going into our final sport, USA is only up by 1 point.
With USA only up by 1 point, we are under our final sport, tennis. And I have brought my man Jeffrey Bowie, who was a CIF champion in tennis back in the day. He is old now.
And we are in our final sport, which is tennis. Team USA is up 7-6. I have a lot on the line. I cannot afford to lose.
To China?
To China. If I lose, CY takes control of my social media for a day.
You don't want that. I'm representing the tennis pro because I won a ring in CIF as #1 singles in high school, which was about 12 years ago, but I still got that dog in me.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone knows this, but Jeff is way better than you at tennis.
Yes.
Luckily, this isn't about skill in the sport.
Oh, it's not?
No. So first we got to start with jerseys. Now tennis, they don't really have jerseys. They have shirts. I have a $75 Nike tennis shirt. This thing is fire. It feels super soft. Feel this.
No, that's tough. See, the thing about tennis shirts is like, they're just not like perfectly fitted to the body.
Dude, I feel like nice and groovy in this shirt. Yeah, man, I feel like loose.
My shirt is $11 from Temu. Looks dirty a little bit. I got a burn hole right here. Multiple spots on it. I don't know if it was design or a flaw.
So his shirt says, why I lose at tennis, my doubles partner, the racket, the court, the ball, and 1% chance it was his fault.
Facts, bro.
Would you say that's accurate? So which one do we think is more worth it for its price point?
You're setting up Temu to fail. Like
I don't know if I'm setting Temu up to fail. It costs 7 times as much to wear this Nike shirt.
Dude, if I show up to the court, I'm losing the match. The opponent knows that I'm blaming everything but myself. There's no accountability on this shirt. And tennis is a one-man team majority of the times. Who else are you gonna blame? You know what I mean?
So you really think despite being only 1/7 of the cost, it should still lose?
100%. Like, let's be honest. Like, I'm not wearing this.
Okay, well, I feel like this whole video I've been advocating for Team China, even though I'm on Team USA, but I'm gonna take the point there for Team USA.
Yeah, 100% Team USA. There's no doubt about it.
Next up, we got rackets. I have a $70 racket from Head. Give me some Head.
And I have a $16 tennis racket from Evans, but it came from Temu. Never heard of this brand before, but overall, looks pretty sick.
My racket also came with this like plastic logo. Is this used for anything?
Yes. This is called a shock absorber. Hit this ball pretty hard towards the fence. Okay, did you feel any vibrations?
A little vibration, yeah.
What this thing is called a shock absorber. And you put it at the bottom of your tennis racket, you will no longer feel any types of vibration when you hit it.
Oh, dude, that feels way better.
Mine did not come with a shock absorber.
But other than the shock, how does that feel? Does it feel like a quality tennis racket?
Feels like a high quality tennis racket, honestly. I've had cheap tennis rackets before. This doesn't feel like it. Obviously, you could tell it's like lower quality because this one doesn't have, this is also a cheaper tennis racket, I'm gonna be honest.
This is a cheaper tennis racket, it is $70?
Yeah, normal tennis racket is around 200 bucks.
Wow.
It's like an Evolution ball. This is like a kid's basketball, honestly. But still way better than this. I like it overall. Let me see the grip.
Yeah, let me feel your grip.
Oh, your grip is so sticky.
Jeff's grip is terrible. I feel like this one is definitely better, but it's not by a lot. So I don't know if it's better enough by the price to justify it.
Also too, a good factor about a tennis racket, on the inside of every tennis racket, it'll say the tension of the tennis strings and also how many strings it has. And this one doesn't say it.
All right, well, we're gonna do a couple rallies and give our tennis rackets a try. This is gonna put my racket to the test. Jeff, give me a quality serve. Whoa!
You didn't even try.
It's just in the back box?
Yeah, make it into this box.
Okay.
That wasn't close. Good set. Good return. Ah! Get out of here. Nice return, James. Nice return, James.
Let's go! So Jeff, what do you think of your racket?
The grip is horrible, which means every shot, the racket spins out of your hands. Good, like 3 out of 10.
I didn't really love this racket, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Here, can we switch rackets for a couple and we'll see how the other person's feels?
Oh yeah, this is a better racket. Oh, close. Oh.
I have zero control. This racket was 100% better, but it also costs about 5 times as much. Is it 5 times better?
100%.
Yeah, you think so?
100%.
Yeah, I would say the biggest difference between the two rackets for me, my hand was just sliding up and down that racket.
Yeah, there's no grip on this. Also too, you get way more power.
The shock absorber thing actually really helps.
Sick.
And with that, Team USA has clinched the victory.
W.
Thank you guys for watching. I will catch you on the next one. Peace.